Good morning, Diecast friends, family, channel viewers, and whatnot. I'm going to open 3 main lines for the archive. 2 of them I want Ted, but I have them already. So 2 hot ones and 1 not so hot, but all 3 of them are damaged cards or bubbles. So that's why they're going to the archive. And I'm going to open this Spoon Civic Type R. But first, I have to share something with you. And it's not a problem. It's just for the sake of sharing. People tell me, several people told me that the prices at Ignition Diecast are too low. And I'm like, you're crazy. Like the markup, as far as retail goes, our markup is healthy and the business does great. So this is really just a hobby until I can retire from my day job. There isn't going to be another physical store, and I'm not going to bother like really beefing up inventory. But sometimes you get these orders from obvious resellers, usually South California, and it's usually their first order, and it's probably going to be their only order. It's like a hit and run. They're like, oh, I'm going to grab all this good shit from this retailer and then mark it up and resell it. So here's a summary of that order. So this is one order. 9 Mustang GTDs, 7 Ford Lightnings, 4 Sony trucks, 5 Shelby GT500s, 4 Dodge Rams, 2 Kits, 2 Superbirds, 2 Cupras, 2 Shamals, 2 Blazers, and then strangely enough, only one of these, even though we had more than one in stock. I guess this stuff is maybe for his personal collection. And 1 Lucy. Strange. So yeah, like I said, I don't care. I mean, Ignition makes a profit of a certain amount, certain percentage on every car. And if somebody wants to order 9 Mustangs and 7 Ford trucks, what they do with them after that, I don't really care. As people are fond of pointing out, Mattel makes millions of these things. So whatever. So let's get on to the cars. First, this really boring Alpha Pursuit in the second color for 2025. This is a damaged card. See that bend? And it also, where is it? It's pulling away pretty bad. So unsellable as a carded product. So this is where a lot of our loose cars come from. You get about 3 damaged cars per case. Speaking of cases, and this isn't really a complaint, it's just a FYI, Ignition ordered 5 F cases. No super treasure hunts, 2 regular treasure hunts in 5 cases. And they all were international, so that probably has something to do with it. But they're definitely packing in fewer regular treasure hunts. It used to be that you'd get one in every case, and now it's like maybe every other one if you're lucky, and haven't seen a super treasure hunt in 2025. So here is this red Alpha Pursuit. It's kind of a cool car. I mean, I definitely do not dislike this. I don't collect them yet, but haven't ruled it out. Might happen. I'm not big on first response or police cars, but this is a cool one. I wish they'd make a non-first response version of it. But Alpha Pursuit kind of indicates that that's what it is. So here's the Range Rover Velar, which I would not be opening. I don't collect these, and it's not in the archive yet, because it's still a pretty hot seller. People still want these. But this one has a cracked bubble. It's smashed through. The box must have gotten thrown against a wall, and the rear of the SUV smashed through the bubble. So let's just take it out that way. How about that? I guess it's not going to slide. I guess I have to tear it a little more. Fancy gold. Why is there a number on the side? Do people race these? Do people track Range Rovers? I don't get it. I guess I have to read about it, unless you want to tell me. Gold Velar. So this one's going to the archive. I know we had a couple loose, but I think they might be gone now. And then this, one of the hottest cars of the year so far, in the E case and the F case, the Formula One cars, the Cyber Quad, and this Mustang are the ones you never see in the wild, because it's the first ones that the resellers pluck. Why was I going to open this one? Oh, it's kind of bent. It's damaged. See, there's the crease. It's damaged just enough that I couldn't in good conscience sell this as a carded car. So, good candidate for opening, and the archive needs one. I kept one already, like a month ago. But here's this 67 Ford Mustang Coupe going to the archive. So those three are for the Ignition Diecast Gigantoid Archive, which is still alive. What am I going to keep? I got some Boulevards in and realized I do not have this one. Not something you'd ever find in the wild. Like, this is like gone in 60 seconds as soon as the employee, actually probably doesn't even make it to the pegs. The employees probably sell it to Kevin's or sell it themselves, whatever. So if you want these, you have to order it from the secondary market, or in Ignition's case, I'm getting these via a distributor, I guess. I don't know. I call them distributors, but they're really just low margin retailers. I don't know. So I'm going to slice this carefully because I keep these cards. And we're going to slide that out the bottom. There is the Spoon Civic Type R. What year is it? It's a 24. Very, very nice. So I feel like I should show you my Civics. Confession, these boxes here, and they're in two other places around the room. I say that the number of cars of a certain make or model or casting is constrained to those boxes, but I'm a cheater. I just pull out one casting and put that in a separate box. I don't think there's been one instance where I actually cull cars. I've taken M2s and out and Auto Worlds and given them away or sold them, and I've put Matchbox in other areas. I'm not going to part with Matchbox, but yeah, I don't really like take cars out and do the whole survival of the fittest thing. So my Civic section is already full, and here's one more. So I think something's going to have to come out. Maybe the CRX or something. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a whole video just on a show and tell. But this is badass, and of course, Hot Wheels premiums roll like gold. So worth the money. Find one of these if you can. Later.